In this video, I am trying to batch as many of the little to-dos as possible. This is something that I do every once in a while. I call it a life admin day. These are the kind of things that you could put off for a very long time. Like, you just might not prioritize them normally, but when they start to build up, they drive you freaking crazy. So things like appointments that you have to book, things that you have to do around the house, errands that you need to run, forms you need to fill out. I have grapes and pistachios, and I'm gonna go ahead and create my to-do list for today. Here is my list. So this is my big master list of to-dos, and essentially all I've done is gone through and I marked anything that I want to do today with the priority of 1, and then I've filtered by that. So if you actually go show all, this is a whole lot bigger. I'm not necessarily going to get all of those things done today, but like, we're gonna try. But first I'm going to put a bit of a face on. Okay, I have a face on now. There are a few different car related things I need to do today, but the first thing that I want to do is a full-on vacuum of this car. First, we need the vacuum. In exciting news, I finally have upgraded my car. Not really by choice, but that's okay. So if you've watched my other life admin videos, you'll know that my car got recalled for the Toyota airbag. I thought that meant that the airbag just wouldn't come out if I crashed. Apparently it meant that the airbag could come out and hit your face at any point in time, so that freaked me out a little bit. So Toyota bought my car back for literally more than it was worth, and that blessed little car, I paid $1,000 for that car, Australian dollars. They paid me back $1,500 for that car, which is like kind of amazing. Still, I wasn't really prepared to buy a new car. It was on my list of things, like I wanted to get a new car, but I hadn't saved for it or anything. So I got myself, it's just like a 2014 Toyota Corolla. I wanted something newer, but now that I have it, I'm like, I don't think there's really a need for anything newer. Like, I'm just not that fussed. Like, I've never really been a car person. Even 2014 for me is like a little luxury. Anyways, we are going to vacuum this car, get it clean, because the guy did not vacuum it pre-giving it to me. There's so much dirt everywhere. So my vacuum died mid-cleaning the car, one of the funner parts of having a Dyson. But something that I did want to do is put a charging cord in the car. That way I can charge my phone. I just haven't put that in yet. Once again, one of those tiny things that you're like, nah, I'll do that next time. So I'm going to put the charging cord in the car now. I put the vacuum on charge. So while I'm waiting for the vacuum to charge, I have 2 places that I want to call. Firstly, I need to call a tire place because one of the tires on the car is gone. Hi, my name's Michelle. Thank you, bye. Don't need to book in for the tires. You just rock up. Now I know. So now I am calling my bank because I need to get my mom, who does my bookkeeping, access to my accounts. It's been like a journey. I've emailed them many times and they've said just call us. So I'm going to do that today. Hopefully I can get it sorted. That phone call felt super productive because as I was talking to the guy, an email came through about a wire that hadn't reached my account that I needed to check on, so then I got to ask him a second question while on the phone to him. I was like, oh, so good. Not that I got any of my questions answered. There's other forms to submit and other things to look into, but that's how it is with banks. The next thing I want to do is tidy up our outdoor area. We've recently got our outdoor area kind of like working, which is really exciting. I'm gonna show you. This is where Luke is literally majority of his days. He spends every second out here. He's an outdoor person. So we recently, it is lovely. We recently got this couch, which is so exciting. So now if we want to, we can lounge in the sun in the middle of the day. Like, it's so nice, particularly with the winter weather right now, or the nearly winter weather. But we've got a whole bunch of random crap just sitting in the courtyard. Those are the boxes to create this. I don't know how that happened. I was playing with Eliza, and then we've got some chairs over there. And if you walk down here, we've got the gym. Luke moves this all the time, which is why it's there. We've got a whole situation in here. I don't use literally any of these. I use these. But I want to tidy this up a little bit. Luke's still spray painting, so that'll probably have to stay, but I just wanna rake, tidy, get rid of things. But the first thing I wanna do is basically just rake this area because there's leaves all over the ground. So I've also got this shade cloth that should be attached to here. So Lucas is gonna get up on the roof and have a look at it. And that was actually on my list, but I had no idea how to do it. So I'm really glad that Luke's doing it. Now for the shed. I think I'm gonna shuffle things around a little bit in here because Luke always takes this out into the sitting area. So I think it'd be better if it sat more like there. That way it'd be easier to put back. He's also been spray painting all of his old weights. So I'm gonna get rid of some of this cardboard. I think he's still spray painting. So I'll just keep a little bit of cardboard for him to finish. I also wanna try and screw that back on because that's really necessary. They still have the coronavirus warnings on the tip website. So I guess we aren't taking anything to the tip. Instead, I'm going to put some stuff in the second shed. And in my next life admin day, I'll have to do another trip to the tip. God, I hate going to the tip. The worst. Just to get rid of all the cardboard from the outdoor lounge. This is a rug that needs to go to the tip as well. It's going in the second shed because I don't know when the tips are gonna be open. And we're just gonna do one big trip to the tip. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that looks like 1,000 times better. So I've moved the bench and the mat over here. I use pretty much the mat and only the mat, as well as a few of the weights. Then we've got Luke's bike over this way. We've still got his spray painting stuff, but it's tucked in the corner. We still need to do like a proper paint over there and around here. But right now, even without the paint, it's totally usable. I've been using it every single day. It's been amazing. This is originally going to be a dining area, and then Luke convinced me to turn it into a gym. And I'm really happy we turned it into a gym because having a designated space to work out, which I don't really have like in our home, has been really motivating. Something I want to do while I'm here is fix this. The last time me and Amy were here, we tried to open that door and we had a lot of trouble, so we thought that taking that off would be helpful. It wasn't at all, but I haven't reattached it since, so I'm going to do that really quickly now.
Okay, moving on. That's not cause for alcohol. I don't know what is.
So we have the motel.
So there is a screw already in this side, one of them. I have to go over the other side.
We're gonna have to put it all the way down.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Good morning. So it is the next day now. I stopped filming because it started raining, which sounds like a really terrible excuse, but if you've heard the rain on this tin roof, it would be a legitimate excuse. I've talked about this on my Instagram stories, but the rain gets so bloody loud. I have to put headphones in, like you can't hear what you're saying. I still have a whole bunch of things to do, but I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna check off everything that I've been able to squeeze into half of yesterday. So I raked the courtyard area, did not do that. Still need to finish vacuuming my car. I did that one. We did that. We looked at the roof and unfortunately we're not going to be able to reattach it. We're gonna have to buy something else to get that done. So I won't take that off. I might just change it later. And I called the bank. So there's still so much on the list. I'm gonna spend a second doing some online stuff. So I need to change my RACQ membership to my new car. So much car stuff in this vlog. I also need to cancel a membership that I don't even know how I ended up subscribing to. Started watching the Kardashians because I was curious, and then I'm subscribed to Hey You. My vehicle has been updated successfully.
Ryan Little.
So the first real thing that I want to do this morning is to put some cloudy vinyl on our courtyard door. This is our courtyard door. I really love the look of this door, but as you can see straight through it. Not that people are tromping around in our courtyard very much. I'm pretty used to you by now.
Oh, okay.
But if little Bubba Liza comes in, my sister's daughter, or my sister, or her partner, and one of us has just hopped out of the shower, it's just like, we just want privacy. So I bought this vinyl stuff from Amazon. It's in that box there. I feel like this is a task that I could put off forever because it involves like getting this out, measuring things, cutting things. And I don't want to do any of that, but I know that I have to, otherwise this box will sit in my room for literally ever. So that's what we're starting our day with. We're eating the frog, doing the worst thing first. It's a term. It's not going to be fun. I've measured the individual window pane things. It's in my sketch app because I have a bad memory and I would forget it if I didn't put it somewhere. Now I'm going to cut out my laminate. Apparently I was supposed to leave margins, which I did not do. I have instructions. I did it! I feel so proud. That was so much easier than I thought. Now you can't see straight out to there. It still lets the light in, which is really good. That's what we wanted. Yay! Okay, now on to the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I think I'm done. I don't think I did a very good job. So Luke wants to leave the top 2 and the bottom 2 clear. I don't know that I love how that looks. Like, I think it looks kind of weird with the top 2 and the bottom 2 clear, but I'm gonna leave it for a week because this isn't just my house. That was for sure one of those tasks I would have procrastinated for months, and I really did not enjoy doing it, but now it's done and I'm really happy, and I have the extra squares if I want to go back and put them on. The putting them on is not the hard part. It's literally just like you spray water, but cutting them out was the painful bit. Okay, third go. I'm gonna go finish cleaning my bloody car. The previous owner of the car left me a big empty water bottle, a plastic bag, some gum, and 10 cents. The next most important thing on my list was to get my tire replaced. My front tire, I got home after buying this car and realized it was like definitely flat. We checked the, I think it's called the DPI, correct me if I'm wrong, and it was at like 17, which is bad. So I'm going to take it down to the tire place and see what I need to do to get the tire replaced or what the go is. I'm not a big fan of going to car places because as a female, I just always feel like they're gonna rip me off. I don't know, and that's probably very presumptuous of me. I'm sure that there are some very nice mechanics out there, but I'm always just like, you're definitely gonna sell me something that I don't really need or sell me something that's more expensive than what I need. Anyways, that is what we're doing now. Good morning. Yes, you are getting 3 days of me. Something came up yesterday afternoon, so I am continuing on with my life admin day today because I actually just have things that I need to tick off this list that I'm like, have to get these done because otherwise they're gonna be on my mind for forever. And we are starting with washing my couch covers. This is something I only do once in a while, but when I do it, it's like, it's an ordeal. It's a situation. This is couch number 1. In the camera, my couches tend to look cleaner than they do in real life, but like, it needs a wash. This washes so beautifully, you guys. Like, I was a bit worried about getting a white couch, but this one washes so nicely. The fabric is linen. It's super easy to do, whereas you can really see the difference between my $600 IKEA couch and then I think that was more around $1,800. Like, it was an expensive investment. This one's so much harder to wash, and the fabric, it gets real, like, just from washing it and putting things on and taking them off, there's loads of tears. You can't wash the bottom. I think that's like a big lesson learned. I'd rather just save up more and get a couch like this one that washes so nicely and is just easy to maintain, because that one is not cute. So I'm gonna take off this couch cover and get started. I usually soak the couch covers first. It makes them whiter, nicer, cleaner. Let's go. I can still remember when I first got this couch. I got it and it looked like this and I was like, I have been catfished. I couldn't see the linen fabric and I was like, oh my god, what is this? Now for couch number 2. That is an awful lot to soak and wash. We only have one tub to put everything in. It's clearly not all gonna fit. So we're gonna do rounds. Probably starting with, I think the lounge couch was the dirtiest, so that's where we're gonna kick off. So yesterday I went to Bunnings and I got some decorative natural sand to put in that vase so that those stay positioned right. And this was a tip that I actually got from one of you guys. I got it so long ago. I've been meaning to do it forever, but it's literally the lowest thing on my priority list because it's just not that important. But it's one of those nice things and it irritates me that that is always out of place. So we're gonna do this. As a side note, these literally came from my parents' backyard, so they don't look super special, but I picked them off a tree and brought them home and they've been perfect. That works so well. Look at that. So previously they would all just sort of like fall into the corner. I probably could do with some new ones because I think they're getting a little bit like grotty, but that looks so much better than them all just like tipped into the corner. I do want to take a quick second to clean out our fridge because I'm going to do grocery shopping today and I haven't been cleaning out my fridge very consistently. I don't mean doing like a deep clean. I just mean literally going through it and being like, okay, what needs to go, what needs to stay. So I'm gonna do that now. So my current fake tan mitt looks like this on the inside. It's not nice. I'm definitely a Bondi Sands girl when it comes to tanning, but their mitts from when I used them last, they used to shed all over me. So I get like black fluff literally all over my body. So I buy Loving Tan mitts. Obviously it's been a second since I bought one. I need to get a replacement. That's what I'm gonna do now. Alongside that, I have this computer folder that I really want to organize. I'm still in the process of designing the life map daily, and every time I go in to do anything on it, I have to go into this folder. I'm usually actually quite organized when it comes to my digital files. I never used to be, but honestly it's just so much quicker and easier when your files are organized. So this folder drives me freaking crazy. When I was creating everything in it, it was when I was first designing the life map and it was such like a chaotic time that I think I was just like, whatever, I'm gonna shove everything everywhere. So I want to organize that really badly. So buying Loving Tan mitt, organizing folder. The Loving Tan mitt has been purchased. We're allowed to go non-essential shopping here in Queensland, but particularly with Corona, like I've had multiple experiences going to the grocery store and I've just ended up like anxiety crying because it's just too much. I think it's just like all the people with masks, people giving you dirty looks if you get close to them because you can't, or people getting really close to you, and it just was anxiety inducing. So I'd rather not take myself to the store and I'd rather just order things online just while things get back to normal. Now I get to organize my folder, which I am disgustingly excited for. That feels so good. So now I can go into Life Map Collective and I've got all of the subfolders. And then if I go into products, it's all separated nicely. If you want an activity for a life admin day, that is a good one. Folders that you access regularly, just like clean them up, get things organized into subcategories. It will feel so good. So I haven't got all of the things on my list done, but I feel like I powered through and done a whole lot of them. I don't always get every single thing done on my life admin days, but I think the point is to get all of the crappiest things done, so the things that you're really avoiding. So for me, putting the vinyl on our door for sure. Like I said, could have put that off forever. Pretty much all of my car stuff, like vacuuming my car, bleh. And then also the important stuff, so getting a tire on my car was obviously very important, and also the bank stuff, making my life easier. So all the stuff still on my list, I'll either get done in the next month or I'll get it done on my next life admin day. If you really enjoy the life admin day style content, it gets you motivated, you like to do things alongside it, I have a whole playlist of these kind of videos where I'm just ticking off those nagging, annoying tasks that you don't enjoy doing but have to be done. Everyone has them and getting through them feels so bloody good. I'm gonna have that linked on the screen as well as down below. I appreciate you so much and I will see you soon.